Okay, good morning. Once you get your newspaper updated, I'm looking at the desktop version of this, so I'm going to run over here and, just kind of, I'm going to get an idea. Obviously, I need to do more on those sports pages right here, and I'm getting there. I'll get them set up, but I'm just going to fumble around here for a minute and take a look and see what I can see. Okay. I don't know where all the ads went for this page, but we'll get back to it. So, I'm going to just correct it, and then I'm going to correct the desktop version, and then I'm going to get after the mobile version. Alright, so about, nothing needed to be done there. That's good. So let's go down here. I always start at the bottom. Contact should be solid. There's all the ads. Yay. Okay, it's easy to fix things. So first off, I did not put my blog up, so I'm going to do that right now. What did I do with my blog? I think I put it somewhere. There it is. I just forgot to do it, so I'm going to make that correction real quick. You can see how to do it so that eventually you can do it too. That would be cool. Close out those. So I'm just going to say I'm on my blog page, which is called Then Again. It shows up right here in the bar, and the page is right there. And we're going to click on this square, just anywhere, but click off and just click one time, and it's going to say Manage Post. Click on that. Normally I would just take this from the InDesign file, but I know that there's no photo with this one, so I'm going to say Create New Post. I already copied the story. Paste that story in, and you don't know the headline because it's not on this file, but I know what it was, so I'm just going to type it in. Normally you would take this off the InDesign file and you'd have the headline there. Just putting a space between paragraphs. It's a little easier to read. You only have to update that and I'm not going to do a post, but sometimes I do. And when I do it right here, obviously. Then it closes, that's done. And just hit publish. I'm going to check the ads to make sure they didn't go nowhere. Okay. Shouldn't have had any tabs to mess with, so they should all look fine. Let's go look at business. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, that's, since they're, the story is them looking for vendors. I'm just gonna space out some stuff here. That's fine too. That's a perfect story for that. What was the one of them? Oh, it's just those are perfect. Nothing wrong with any of that. Add spacing. Add spacing looks a little weird because we got a lot of space here, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna get them. I'll go ahead and align them all to the right so that they're together. And I'm just gonna scooch them over a little here. It's just a little minor spacing situation. I'm gonna move the line in a little bit too. That's kind of what I'm trying to make them all look like. It's kind of hard because Wix moves stuff around on you, and so you kind of have to look at it, each individual page, and understand that Wix moves shit around. And all right, that's fine. That's all good. Editorial. Yep. 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 That looks different than the other one. See this? Okay. I think what you've got is right? Adding one. 22. Oh, that's way too big. It's supposed to be 25. Is it bold? Is that what's going on that's different? Yeah, that's it. Okay. No big deal. And that up there. Yeah, perfect. That's what inspired my column. Okay, we have that good to go. And then pop it up. It's like that one moved a little bit, so I'm just going to put it up. Okay, so that's fine. Did we not have an obituary in Robco? I don't remember. I thought I had it. I know I had it for Broussard's. I don't think I had it in Robco. We're going to go ahead and open up the PDF, or open up the InDesign file, I mean. Take from there. I'm not going to sit here and, I'm not going to show you the InDesign file. You know what it looks like. So I'm just going to go hunt. Okay, this top bar right here, okay, it should be issue 30, and it's definitely the July 22 issue, so we need to make sure we change that every week. You only have to change it once. It's in the header. I'm going to hit publish while I get the InDesign file up. I can't remember if we had obituaries or not, to be honest. After making 2 papers, I know one of them had it. I think it may have been Silsby that had one. Yeah, there's no obituaries. Okay, so that's all done. I'll leave those alone. I'm going to check these ads, make sure they're good. They are. Okay. Now I'm going to go over here to the calendar, and this should read the 22nd, which it does. So that's good. And yeah, it's only got 2 ads on it, which is fine. So that's good. Jail log. I'll run up here and look at my jail log, make sure I got this one. Nisha and Bumpy. So we're gonna call it. That looks fine. Spacing looks good. Nisha's all there. I'm gonna take these and just kind of, spacing is important, dude. Let's try to be a little mindful of that spacing, because in this case, if you'd have just moved it up a hair, you'd have found this page to be a little more tighter. So, and then fine. All right. Besides that, it's all there, but you gotta keep an eyeball on spacing. This needs to come here. What page am I working on? News. That's fine. I typically prefer to run a photo at top, but now I'm just tightening up the spacing in between stuff and looking at the ads. Now you have this in 2 places. You have this in business and you have it here, so I'm going to go ahead and get it off of here. That's fine. But obviously with taking that out, I'm just clicking, holding down the shift key and moving stuff up so it all stays in line. Just kind of tightening stuff up here. What I'm not seeing is those extra stories, but I don't remember what they were. I'd have to go look at them and see if they're here or not. So I'm going to assume they're here. I'm going to go ahead and take that out, tighten this up. So like I said, that's mostly because we had 2. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this, and what I'm going to do is take this, highlight it, and say group. Now I'm just going to move it the fuck out of the way, and I'm going to do the same thing for this, but I don't have to group it, I'm just moving it. So I only grouped the other one because I was going to have to put it over there, and it's going to be easier to get back. Okay, now I'm going to slide this in its spot, and that's going to change the order so that we keep a photo on top. I always like to have a photo on top. Second story can be without one, and then you can have one with, I'm going to look at this and edit this. I don't know if that's the, oh, it is. Okay, so that's the actual There wasn't any. I was wondering if there's any left and right to that. All right, moving on. We'll go to. We know 250 advertising classifieds are done. So now there might be something on sports. I don't remember. Yeah. So that's fine. On this, you see this space right here? So just take it. We're going to delete the space, but we're going to hit return. And when we hit return, we're going to take this whole line, highlight it, bold, italic, and to the right. And like so. Alright. This all fixed up pretty. I think we did the Mumford thing on the front, so that's fine. Oh, now I'm just tightening it up. What were those damn extra stories? I got them right here. Franklin ISD and workshop is the one. So you may have put it in the newsletter. That doesn't really sound important enough to be on the website, so skipping it was no big deal. You know, it's not like we tighten that up. Alright, sports is done. We know that there's nothing on these, so lead story. Yeah, there they are. That looks good. What we're missing here is some way the ads disappeared. So what I'm going to do when that happens is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit delete, and I'm going to pause for just a minute. I have to kill a dog, which is normal. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Let me give a little air here. A little air here. Fix this. Okay. And we don't really have another one, but let's stretch this copy out. Is this a text? No, this is just a regular box. So I'm going to go ahead and spread this up a little bit. Okay, so there's a problem with this copy in general. So I'm going to copy it. You know what? I'm just going to replace it. But look, see all these red lines? They're telling me like there's no space here. So this copy is bad. It came in bad. So I'm going to go over here and go to the story. And recopy it, paste it. There we go. So that's going to be better. Now, I noticed that this is not the right cut line, so I'm going to redo the cut line as well. Paste that in. There we go. That's the correct cut line. So when we paste the correct cut line in, we're going to come over here. Okay. Delete that, put it on the same line, hit return, highlight it, bold, italic, and to the right. And that fixes that. Now, it looks like you had some problems with this page. Now that I got that done, I'm going to go get the ads back. And the ads are going to be on just about every page, except that one, of course. It'll be on sports. So now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to highlight it, hopefully. If I can get it to scroll while I do it, it'd be great. There we go. So I'm going to take it, copy it. So I've highlighted all of them. Don't group them. I copied it. And I'm going to go back to the main page, the lead story page, and I'm going to paste them. So I pasted them in, all the links, everything come with it. You know, so these are all linked to where they're supposed to be, the whole 9 yards. And now we have the ads back. So as you can see, wow, it looks like I pasted it twice. That's cute. So that's why you check. I'll get rid of all these bottom ads. Now I'm going to tell you that, and I'm not doing it right. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm going to have you do it, but this ad needs to come out. So you would click on it, delete it, and take this and slide it up. And you need to do this for each of the pages in Robco, because that is something I was going to tell you this morning when you get here. Alright, we're going to tighten that up. Boop. Come on, baby. There you go. Alright. Now, since this is not a continuation text box, you know, you can do this to kind of help fill this up a little bit. If you do, I'm going to show you what Wix is going to do to you, which is fine because this looks better and easier to read. But see your spacing go to hell? So that's why we always space out the ads last. So if you have a secondary thought like, oh, you know, that would look great if I just added some space into those paragraphs, be prepared, double check your work because you're going to end up having to move these up. Yeah, that's close enough. Okay, so that's the lead story. The daily newsletter is already updated as usual. But again, I'm going to have you go through here and go delete. Oops, shit. See, even I fuck up. I just hit delete to the whole page. Control Z. Undo. That was not fun. I'm going to take this, kill it, slide this up. Cowgirls is now out of the page. They're out of everything. They're closing down. So I need to get over there today because I think I might be able to buy some furniture. Alright, the edition's fine. Don't worry about the contest. Matter of fact, I'm going to make that disappear for a little while. We're good. Okay? Now, don't watch me do this. Ignore this because I'm going to take this. Yeah, it's already not showing up. Good. It shouldn't be. And it should be part of sports. I'll put it above sports. There we go. Yeah, see, this ain't supposed to be showing up just yet. So they can't see it. That's what matters. It'll be, if it's not in here, it's not showing up. Alright, I'm gonna hit publish. Now, very few minor corrections. Obviously your top story had some serious problems, and so that should have been fixed. I think that was probably from when you were trying to figure out how to clean up the mobile site. Just because it looks good here doesn't mean it looks good on the mobile site. Okay, and periodically I will go through and start at the about page or wherever. I'm just going to double check, but this icon right here, desktop, mobile, click on it. Okay, that's all you have to do. And I'm going to just double check that the mobile site is, you know, still nice and clean and all that, because Wix does change shit. Okay, this one looks good, hadn't been jacked with in a while, so that's good. I need to see something real quick. I'm going to jump back to the desktop. Okay, it's linked. Never mind. Ignore all that. back to the mobile site. Anything I do in the header, this space up here or down here, the footer, will affect the entire website that has the header or the footer. And I am just changing up the way this is going to look only on the mobile site. This isn't going to affect the desktop. Okay? So every now and then I hit publish to make sure we save shit. Alright, contact. Again, I'm just checking them. Should be fine. But that tells me I have to go back and get that and get it fixed. Now look, see how this thing's moving up on its own? Very irritating, but don't worry about it. Alright, well, we see that it posted. That's good. Tabs are fine, I know that already. Alright, business. Alright, so we have the Calvert Moonfest. This looks good. Yeah. And there should be one more. Nope, just the two. Okay. So what I want to do here is, let's say I want to move an ad in between these two stories. Okay, this is a little weird, funky, but if you click on this one and just move it down a little bit, there's going to be a little bar. See that blue bar right there? Click on that, and let's say we want to put two ads, and we know that the ads are about 300 pixels tall. So we're going to change this to 750 and watch what happens. Puts a big space in here. Okay, that's cool. We want that. We also want this headline to go back to where it belongs. And then let's take these two ads and scoochie. I've clicked on them and I'm just dragging them up, setting them down, and then I'm going to take out that extra space and make it 10. Now it pops into place, and now you have this white space to deal with, which is going to be 10. Perfect. And I'm going to go to the bottom, and I'm going to take out this white space. The bottom white space is 15. Okay, and now I'm looking through it, and it should be headline, photo, byline, and story. Add, headline, photo, byline, story, and then the rest are ads. If I had a third story, I would come in here and maybe break it here, right? Add 300 and put a story in here, but I do not. So that takes care of the business page. Now we know the mobile's clear as well. I'm going to go to editorial. This one should easily, the thing is this chunk or this editorial is kind of a bitch to move around, but I've wanted to break it up for a while. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say 500. Doesn't matter what number you put in there, dude, as long as you got enough in there to run it around, you know, to be able to place your ad. So I'm going to break this one up. I've been wanting to break these up for a while, so they'll be broke up for you when you get up next. So then I'm going to take the space out. So right now it goes story. I'm going to reduce this. It looks a little tight. There we go. Story. And there's no really a story there. You know that that's a link, just like I do. Okay, but my shit goes on top. Then let's say I wanted to do another one. So these are so close together, I'm not getting my little blue box. I'm just going to move this down and the blue box will appear, and I'm going to put 500 in here. And then I'm going to go get an ad or two, probably both of these. Now, scrolling up, if that wasn't big enough, I can add more white space. You know, that's not that big a deal. And I can see that this ad is not sized correctly. It's not the same width. So move it over to the left, grab this thing, don't touch anything on the keyboard, and just pull it to the same size. We're going to take it and take the space out of there, and now we have Dawn. Now I just kind of fucked that up, but this may still fit. I got to get that little column header off of there, but there we go. Alright, now let's say we want to do the same thing and add some more ads here. The ads work better if they're not all grouped up. I mean, you can understand how that would work. So doesn't matter the space I put in, but I'm going to put this header back where it belongs, and now I'm going to go get some ads and move them. 2 ads are great. 3, and you're starting to run a little bit. Now, do you see that? I got too much ad. So I'm just going to move it up out of the way for a minute. And I'm going to add an extra 300 here. Click on these 2 ads, drag them down, stick them right there. Okay. So now it goes me, an ad, story, 2 ads, story, 2 ads, story, and again, this should have some kind of a header on here, but we'd have to do that in the other one. I'm just going to create enough space that I can go 300. I'm only going to move 1 ad. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down here. It won't be that ad. Put this one up here, and if I don't have enough white space, we've gone over how to do that. Actually, now since we're on the last one, I can just take these and slide them down here to Paul. Thought I had something up there, but I guess not. Alright, now we're down to this one ad. So I'm going to take him, and now they're much better spaced out on the mobile. It's not going to be just straight ads, which is a bitch. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to say 15. And we're good. Anyway, so that's all fine. We can say publish. And we'll go to the next one. Now I'm doing extra stuff. I'm basically, you know, making sure stuff is lined, like there's a break between stuff. So same thing here. I'm going to add just 600 pixels of white space. I'm going to take this ad. Oh, they're grouped. Okay, if they're grouped, you have to say ungroup, man. Otherwise, you start moving them all around. If they all go, you're grouped. That's the problem. All that white space is easy to deal with. Get your ad where you want it. Take that extra out. It's a 10. Right. Same thing, because we only have 2 obituaries, so they're all going to hang and run. Could I have put 2 ads in there? Sure. Wouldn't have been a big deal, but we only have. Now, this little weird social share thing is just poking in the way. It's supposed to be fucking up here, out of the way. It's so people can share this page on Facebook. So, if you see stuff covered up, move it. And that looks fine. I'm going to put rows down here a little bit. Remember, what I'm doing here on the mobile site is not affecting the desktop at all. Or at least it's not supposed to. It's not, doesn't mean I'm not going to take a look at it. This is all good. Now, yes, I could put the rest of these ads on here, but I haven't found a good way to lay that out to make it look good. Alright, so we have Anisha. Hello, Anisha. And this should have been a collapsible text box. So we may go back and fix that, but same thing for old Ray here, because we have a lot of, and let me show you how to do that. So let's say I'm going to have to do it on the desktop. So we're going to go over here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this is the sex offender. I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut it. So I hit Control X, I got rid of it. That means that little text box should just appear. And then I'm going to say add text collapsible box, right, just like this. And this is going to look better too, and tighten the page up a bunch. So this is just filler text. So I'm going to click on it twice, the box will open up, and I'm going to paste in the story that I just cut. We want it to expand. Read more is fine. Close that. Now I'm going to go to the layout button here, and right now it says number of lines to display, and it's showing 3 lines, which it is. That's not enough. Okay? In this situation, we're going to use 12, and we're going to do 12 on the other one too. Now this will be set next time you go to do this next week, so you're not going to have to do this. I'm just showing you how to do it. Same thing here, Nisha. Now sometimes our jail log isn't this fucking long, but that just means that when you paste in one that's less than the 12 lines, it's just going to not give you a link to continue, so it'll display everything. So double click, put in the jail log. That's cool. Close that, hit the design button, the layout button, change that to 12 as well, not 32, 12. Okay, and we obviously want it to expand, so I may have just screwed that up, not hit the button. So expand, there we go. Now why don't I have a read more button? Have one there. Let me change my design here a little bit. Let's do it again. Okay, that's all good. I don't know. I'm going to assume it's going to fix itself. We'll know in a minute. I'm going to kill the dogs again. I don't know why it's doing that, but we'll see if it corrects itself. And if it doesn't, then I'll come back and fuck with it. Okay, now I'm going to move everybody up. And this is obviously working on the desktop, but you see how much tighter that is? And this is killing me. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to get that story and cut it. Okay, fucked up. Control Z. Undo that crazy shit. Okay, there you go. That's the problem. Okay, there was still a box there. That's a little more difficult problem to fix and figure out, but all I did was highlight or take and, use my cursor, click off, and just went like this to see if there's anything back there. And there was. Alright, so now we'll redo this. I'm going to kill these dogs. Alright, paste it in, expand link, there we go. We got our read more. I knew there was a fucking problem. We're going to change our layout. Go ahead and make this the 10 that fit before. Okay. Now we've got little space problems. But remember, the add fix is the last thing we do so that it doesn't do any more issues. Now, sometimes I'll take and put arrest stories. Hold on a second. Let me pause recording for a minute. Alright, here we go. So, if the ad's cleaned up, run the line, fix the bottom. If stuff's in your way, dude, just click off and try to, and it'll free it up. So, that's done. I'm going to move all this up just a hair. Should not affect the ads. There we go. Hit publish. Now, we're going to go back to the mobile site, which is what we were doing. And this should have laid out better, which it did. Now, I'm going to come in here, right here, and I'm going to get an ad between them. And I'm tired of using the, maybe I'll even get two. I'm tired of using that ad, so I'm going to move. So when I click on this, for some reason, it's giving me all of them. I don't know why. Oh, because these two are grouped. Gotta ungroup stuff. That's one of the biggest problems. So now I just got these two ads. I'm gonna run them up here. Oops. First I'm gonna put that 600 in. I don't know what happened to it, but it disappeared on me. Alright, now I'm gonna get the ads, put them in place. Take this, put the 10 in there like it's supposed to be. Alright, get rid of this space. I'm just scrolling for space now. And look at this monster amount of space right here, because we just fixed that page. But it's that quick. And now it's all tightened back up. Alright. Let's do the news page. That's grouped together, and I probably grouped it. So that's okay. We're going to create some space between this story and that one, and like I said, these will be there now. So I want you to know how, so you need to look at every page before you say I'm done, because we're not done. Looks like you're using that ad. I'm going to run this big one up here. Okay. Take this. Let's say 10 as usual. Alright, these are a little close. See, what you do on the desktop does affect this, but it doesn't translate correctly. I mean, it doesn't give us a mirror image of what we should have. Now, that's it. We only have 2 stories on here, so as you can see, we could put a story between every ad. Okay, here you go. This is a good example. I want to take this story and move it up there. I want to break it up. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to move Rowdy down here, and I'm going to put 1500. I don't know how long that story is, but I'm going to need some space for it. And I'm going to put Rowdy back to where he belongs. Hello. Okay, and I'm going to go here, here, and you're thinking, holy shit, look what that did. No big deal. See this little blue arrow? Move it down. Okay. Now I'm going to take this, this, and this, and scooch it up here where I got that new space built, brewing. And you just hold down the shift button and click what you want. Okay, If it doesn't work the first time, don't get frustrated. Just get on it. You know, just try again. Click off and try again. Same thing here. I'm gonna put that last story in between here, so I don't know how much I need, but we're gonna assume it's about a bunch. And I can delete them at any time. Wasn't really that big, but I'll run it up here, put it in the new hole, like so. Okay, and then I'm gonna go get rid of all this extra space. We don't need it. Notice these two are overlapping. Okay, and we'll catch that when we finalize the check. And we all know that Cowgirls ad's coming out, so again, I'm going to have you do that because you need to learn how to do everything on this website. And it's daunting, but you should get to the point with once you do it, you're good. So I'm just looking at it to make sure that we've got, very simply put, who grouped this? I'm going to ungroup shit. I don't like group shit. That headline should be right here. If it doesn't look big enough or you want to fill the space, just hit this little plus button. See that? You know, if we want to fill the space, that's the way to do it. Now I can tell you that this on the desktop is incorrect. So we're going to publish this and we're going to pick something on the desktop. It's in the photo cut line. It's right here. This submitted line is not where it belongs. So we're going to run over here to the desktop, and lo and behold, this should have been hit a return, highlight, bold, italic, and to the right. Okay. Now when I go back to the desktop version, or the mobile version, it'll be correct. Now, since this is breaking up badly, I'm going to hit negative a couple of times, just enough to get it on the same line. That's correct. We're still going. This is missing its border, so I'm going to click on it, hit the crop button, and I'm going to get the whole thing in here, say apply. I'm going to scoot it over. Now we have its borders. And why don't you hit pause and back that up and watch me do that again, because I did it really fast. Looking for the dead white space that may or may not. This ad is now hiding behind the blue line, so I need to open this up. Okay, so this one had a few of the different little intricate problems. I'm going to go to that's good, that's good, that's good. I'm going to go to sports. It's not good when it comes to the fact the Cowgirls ad is still on there. Alright. Scrolling. I'm going to go ahead and make that a little bigger. There we go. And run them up. Make this smaller so I can get that on one line. Actually looks better too if you're asking me. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put like 1,000 in here because I'm going to run a story between or an ad between there. So I'm going to go get an ad. Maybe give somebody a chance that doesn't get that spot very often. You know, in between the stories is kind of a premium placement, you know. So we're going to drop the ad here. Hell, we might even go get one of the other ones too. Come on there and go get, oh, let's get this one. Why not? Nice big ad. There we go. And change this to 10, take that extra space, and now we've got our news story. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Okay. We're going to make room for another ad in here. I already knew this one was there and it's small, so we'll just stick him right here. And then that's going to be the last story, I'm pretty sure. So, oh, no, you don't want that. We are not animators. Take out the space, scroll, take out the space, and everybody's in line. Alright, publish that little fucker and be done with it. Next one up, don't worry about the contest, go to the lead story page. That looks good. We know there's only one story, so as long as the ads are in line, we're good. Daily is done, e-edition's already done, and homepage is done. This is done. So you don't need to go back through your mobile. You know you're set. We're going to hit publish. But one more time, just going to take a look at some stuff. This is correct. Okay. Taking your time and double checking stuff never hurts. Alright, so that looks good. I mean, I can click on any one of them and they should be correct. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to start, this is going to be more pages. Skip the blog page because we know, I don't think there's ads on it, but if there is, let me just check. Oh, there is. Okay. So on the blog page there is this ad. So I'm just going to hit this one, delete it, scooch it on up. Okay, Cowgirls is trashed. They are not playing anymore. I'm going to hit publish, and then I'm just going to go to the digital site because it probably created some white space. And if it did, it'll be down here. All of this is supposed to be photos, but they're missing now. Because no one was, remember the last video, no one was putting photos where they belonged. Okay, so that's trash. We don't need that. This is not all the ads, but that's okay. I don't always have all the ads in here for everybody. And we did lose this one. So we got to come in here and go 15. You know, these are missized. They're grouped and they're missized. So we need some space in here, and I'll show you. We're gonna just, since they're grouped, I can fix them all at once. And then I'm just gonna get this out of the way, and I'm gonna put some white space in here, like so. And then I'm just gonna come back over with my grouped. Oh, not that one. Apparently I got a shift clicking. Uh-oh. What the hell did I just do? I'm going to ungroup that. They should have been grouped together. It is. Okay. I don't know what that was doing, but get this down here underneath this situation. Then I'm going to come in here and take out the extra space, which there's a shitload. Okay, and that should bring up my everything into a line. Like I said, not all the ads are here, but that's okay. Not that worried about it. Take up more of the space. And that one's fixed, and that ad is gone. I'm going to go to my tabs. So, I'm going to leave the rest of them for you to do after this one. But I'm looking for that shitty ad, which is here. Delete it. Ah, it actually cleaned up its own length. That's weird. I've never seen it do it like it should. Let's take a little space out of here. No big deal. Publish. Alright, you get the rest of them to do. You're going to be starting on the business page, and it's the Cowgirls ad that we want to make go bye-bye. And I may have already taken it. I have not. Let's see this extra space. It does not belong here. See, that's why I'm double checking everything. Alright, now my phone is not sitting here, but I would typically get up and go find my phone, which I don't want to do. Alright, so now do that to the other two websites, as well as get rid of that ad after you get the newsletters done today. Okay, you can link back to the stuff you have on here, and then remember, so the order is do the newsletters and link back to the websites. Okay, at least 2 or 3 stories. Specifically link the jail logs. Don't forget to change out the little newspaper front page image that you got yesterday, and I told you it was for Wednesday. Alright, so do the newsletters with the link backs, fix the websites, go through, edit what you did yesterday, and get everything fixed. I'll be sitting here so you can talk to me about it as we go, and obviously watch the video that I'm making. Then when you're done, go find 3 new stories, okay, for any of the categories. You know, if you know that we probably could use another one on the news page, we could probably use another one, you know, whatever, you get it, another business story, although that one's in pretty good shape. you know, I'm looking at it now. I'm kind of losing my mind, but you know, an education story. I'm gonna work on this when I get done with this video, so this will look different when I'm done. All right. If you have any questions, obviously we will talk about it.